come back to Him. When we come up with excuses and tell God why we can't rise higher, God, I'm not that talented. God, I have this addiction. God, I come from the wrong family. God doesn't say, yes, I understand. You have a disadvantage. No, our excuses don't faze God. He knows what He's put in you. God can see your greatness. He sees the royalty in your blood. He sees the potential not yet tapped into. And our doubts, our fears, our insecurity, that doesn't change God's mind. He's already laid out the plan for your life. He's saying to you today, I've called you to be a king, to be a queen, to reign in life, to make a new standard for your family. Why don't you lose the excuses and get in agreement with God? Sometimes we think we're disqualified because of the mistakes we've made. We don't count because we haven't lived the right kind of life. That's why we're kind of sitting on the sidelines. But when God needed someone to save the Israeli spies back in the Old Testament, they were in the city of Jericho. Word got out that they were there. Their cover was blown. Now they were about to be captured. God could have chosen anyone to help them. He's God. He could have had a soldier help get them out, or a community leader to secretly escort them out of the city. But He didn't do that. God chose a woman by the name of Rahab. She was a prostitute, not respected. Everyone looked down on her, thought she'll never do anything significant. She doesn't count. But God doesn't judge the way people judge. People saw her shortcomings, her failures, but God saw a diamond in the rough. God saw her potential. He knew what she could become. God looked down from heaven and said, I want to use her. I can hear an angel say, excuse me, God, I don't mean to second guess you, but I think you've chosen the wrong person. That lady is a notorious sinner. She's made a mess of her life. She's disqualified. God said, no, I didn't make a mistake. I choose people that other people don't choose. Rahab not only saved the spies, but that ended up saving her own life, her own family. Here's how amazing God is. Rahab married a Jewish man. They had a son named Boaz. Boaz had a son named Jesse. Jesse had a son named David. That means that Rahab, the former prostitute, is in the family line of Jesus Christ. God doesn't choose the way people choose. You may have made mistakes. You feel like you don't count, you blew it. Can I tell you, you've been counted by the Creator. He's looking down from heaven right now, calling your name, saying, I choose you. I want you to do something great. I have a destiny for you to fulfill. I want to make your life significant. People may have written you off, but God has written you in. He's already qualified you. Now don't disqualify yourself. Get up every morning knowing that you've been counted by the one who matters most. God has the final say. He says you're redeemed.